You. Hey. All right, y'all. What's going on, man? Back in the building. All right. About to get started here. About to get started here in a couple minutes. We got BJ. What's going on? Let's get started here about like at the 5 minute mark or something. We're gonna get to talking. Yes, sir. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. What's going on? About to get it in again, man. Damn, time be flying, man. It just seemed like like a couple hours ago, I was like, we gonna get on and do a show, a little open mat type show, a little open link, no open, it's open mat. We ain't gonna do no sparring, It's just like open mat drills tonight. If y'all want to come in the building. All right, here we go. So yeah, man, welcome back. Got a few of y'all up in here already. Got like 8 people in here. So, make sure y'all hit the like button. Like I said, you hit the like button, I'll keep doing this. So, yeah, make sure you do that. Hit the thumbs up, and I'll probably keep doing this. But, yeah, man, what's going on, BJ? Two Beasts, Mark Robertson. Yeah, man, back in here. Got some good stuff to talk about. I mean, yeah, I already know, BJ. I mean, this just adds more fire to the show today, man. We already had plans to get on and have a good show. I had plans to get on here and have some things to talk about, but I mean, you hit me up with this stuff, and I was like, oh man, now we got to add this to the, we got to add this to the list. So yeah, man, we gonna go right in and just talk about some of these flyweight fights here. We're going to talk about Cavillo Andrade a little bit. But, we got some breaking news. UFC 269. Macy Barber, Montana De La Rosa. That's the lower half of the flyweights, making some exciting fights. So, got that fight. Of course, we got Andrea Lee and Jessica I. Got that fight. But another big fight that makes me question what's going to happen. Like, what are they going to do now? They're going to build this featherweight division because they just made a serious fight here. I mean, this is like the first legit flyweight fight they made in years. Like, I feel like the first one they made without Amanda Nunes and Megan Anderson. Everything else just seems kind of, I don't know. I mean, what's going on, though? I mean, but first, let me go ahead and tell you, we got Felicia Spencer and Leah Letson. Felicia Spencer and Leah Letson are scheduled to fight. Let me make sure I got the date right here because I just saw the news, but I didn't pull the date up here. December 11th is for Barber and De La Rosa, but Felicia Spencer and Leah Letson, they're going to fight November 13th. Yeah. So that's a legit featherweight fight, right? That's legit, man. That is legit. Bungalow, what's up, man? He said, so the guy walks into a bar and says, give me something cold and full of gin. And the bartender says, take my wife. That's an old school, ain't it? That's an old school joke. Yeah, man. Yeah, UFC 269 is going down, man. So, yeah, like I said, just get on here and we'll kind of have a conversation. I'm just talking about some of the fights we have coming up and know your thoughts, open link. So I'll probably like talk for about 15 or 20 minutes and BJ, let me know if you good to go, and I'll send you a link whenever. What else? Oh yeah, yeah. I was just thinking too, man. Today, I wanted to talk about this because I was just watching the whole deal with MMA fighters going into boxing, fighting the YouTubers. I was like, man, why don't why don't the women attack that scene? Because for some reason, I think if the women did it, Marcus Bell, what's up, man? I think if the women did it, it would be somewhat more exciting. Like I was just thinking about that today, man, when I just seen, you know, Jake Paul unretiring from boxing after retiring for a day. I said, man, why don't the women come over to boxing? And actually box. Like no YouTubers, like don't box any YouTubers, but like why don't like actual UFC fighters just come over to box? Just I know the money probably wouldn't be crazy, but if they did it like on a celebrity type thing, maybe it would be a little bit more exciting, right? Like I still need to see Rose and Alexa Grasso throw hands. I want to see them two throw hands, like just box. I just want to see them two box, man. Like that's what I was thinking about that today. I was like, or put Valentina in there. Like let's see what her hands look like now. Like let's see if she can commit to just throwing hands now. Like who could she box that would y'all want to see her just go in there and lay out? You know what I mean? That was something I was thinking about, man. But yeah, man, like when women come to boxing, they just don't get the knockouts. They just don't get the knockouts, and they don't get the recognition. But for some reason, I think if some of these MMA ladies came over, they probably would start scoring some knockouts. Like Nunes and Valentina, why don't they put on like a exhibition boxing match? I know people would want to see that. Like I said, I'd want to see it. Or, not even like BKFC, but let's just see them do that. Let's just see them go in there and be on like an undercard of, I won't say Jake Paul fight because I'm not supporting that. So anyways. But yeah. So I was just looking at Cynthia Calvillo and some of her recent posts. I was just looking at some information on her and kind of getting some insider on her and looking at what she's bringing to the table. I was just thinking, man, like the more and more I look at Calvillo, I'm just kind of thinking to myself, like, what is it? Like, that's still the question. Like, what is she going to do to nullify Andrade? Because, Andrade is still levels above the rest of the flyweights, even though she's like levels below Valentina, I think a lot of people feel Andrade has lost a step, but I'm like, I don't think so, man. Not at all. I think Andrade is still the person she was. Even when she got knocked out by Zhang Weili, some people think that took something out of her, but if you think that, then I'm like, you're going to get destroyed, Like, it just took a special type of fighter. It takes special types of fighters to nullify whatever she does and destroy them. And that's a question. Do y'all think Cynthia Calvillo is special? Right. I mean, I like Calvillo. I like the trash talk. I like that she likes to fight anybody. But what is it that she's going to have to stand out to take apart somebody like Jessica Andrade? Because all the special fighters, they had something. All the fighters that had to step out of the box, they had to have something to beat her. When Jessica Andrade was at 135, I mean, those girls, they had size. They had size and strength. When she went down to 115, Joanna had the jab. She had the jab and the physical strength. So those are just some key things. Weili had the counterpunching ability and the strength. So it's just one of them things I've been kind of pondering. I've been like, man, like what is Calvillo going to do? Like, can she put on the strength? Can she put on the strength to hold back a monster like Andrade, where I think this is kind of like her good sitting weight right now? I don't know, man. I mean, What do y'all think? Mr. Lee, what's up? He said, I've been following WMMA since May of 2020. A lot of fighters I haven't seen fight yet, so I'm looking forward. Yeah, I mean, if you just started last year, I mean, there's a lot of fights. There's a lot of fights that you're missing or you have missed. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fights coming that you're going to enjoy. But, I mean, you can backtrack now and just see a lot of classic fights. You know, if you want to go back and watch a lot of the early strawweights, those are good fights, you know, real good fights. Yeah, I heard about that bungalow. Kat Zingano with Sue and Halle Berry. Yeah, she auditioned for that part and she didn't get it. I don't know. So Mark said Joanna could do well with boxing. I think she could. I mean, she measures. I think she could. When I compare it to the talent in women's boxing, I think she could. I think her jab is more effective than a lot of the women in boxing right now. That would be around her weight class, and she has the cardio for it. She's definitely got the cardio for it. And you know, you got to think there are only 2-minute rounds in women's boxing. If y'all didn't know that, like women's boxing is only 2-minute rounds. So I think Joanna would do well. I think Joanna would do well in women's boxing. You know, I think she would be able to, you know, work for 2 minutes, pop the jab off, speed. You know, she is good at keeping range. You know, she has some IQ to boxing. Yeah, she definitely does. I mean, it just looked a little bit it didn't look as impressive when she was in there with fighters like Rose that had the better footwork and better timing, but I think Joanna would fare well in boxing. Yeah, when you definitely cut back the rounds and then you add the volume that she throws, I think she could do well in boxing. Yeah. Like, she was one of the ones I named. I said her, of course, Grasso, of course, Rose, of course, Jermaine Durandame and Valentina. Those are like the women I thought would transition well into boxing. You know, Joanna, of course, she came from Muay Thai, but I think her hands are good for it. Yeah. Mark Robertson, he said, hold on, Calvillo beats Andrade, she gets a title shot. Probably. So if Calvillo beats Andrade, maybe she fights the winner of Calderwood Grasso. If she wins, I think if she wins, she probably would, because who would be left? Like, when Valentina takes on Lauren Murphy, all right, you know, she takes on Lauren Murphy, you know, she beats Lauren Murphy, then after that, who else is she gonna have to fight, right? They're gonna have to get somebody right away to be that next title defense, because Calvillo would move up and that would put her next in line. So I think Calvillo would be next for sure. I don't think she would have to wait for Grasso and Calderwood, because I think whoever wins Grasso Calderwood will probably have to fight one more fight. Like, say if Grasso was to beat Calderwood, I think they would put her in there with Chikagan next. If JoJo won, they might go ahead and exempt her since she fought Caitlyn before, and they might try to put her in there with Valentina next, just because it's a different look. But yeah, I think that Grasso and Calderwood doesn't necessarily lead to like a title eliminator. Me personally, Snammer said 2-minute rounds. Yeah, I hate the 2-minute rounds. Because it just feels like when you're 90 seconds into a round in boxing, you're really just getting it. You're really just getting it going. Like, you're just getting into a groove, man. Like, that's why I hate whenever, like, I see them rounds start and it's like minute down, then a minute 30, there's 30 seconds left. Like, you can't get much done. Like, they have to make the women's rounds 3 minutes. I mean, women in MMA fight the same. They fight the same amount of rounds and same amount of time, same duration of time as the men do. So I don't know why they want to change that in boxing. Some women like it though. I actually interviewed a fighter that said, she didn't mind it. She said she felt it was necessary because, men and women were different. But I thought in this case that it would be okay, because they don't really pack the same amount of power anyway. So it should give them a chance to get a little bit more work in. But yeah, I was just thinking about that today, man. I was like, why don't some of these women in boxing, and why don't some of these women in MMA go and put on a celebrity boxing match? I was like, probably because of the money. The money's not there. Calvillo, boy, yeah, she's got a handful though. She's got a lot on her plate now, Andrade, man. It's gonna take a jab. It's gonna take her takedown defense. It's gonna take some good clinch work. Some good dirty boxing on the break. It's gonna take a little bit of everything, man. Because Andrade at 125, to me, not counting the Valentina fight, I think she's very, very dangerous amongst everybody else in the flyweight division. Andrade can pretty much hurt anybody and shut anybody else down, because this is kind of like a good stopping point and weight for Andrade to me. I don't want to see her back at 135. I think 115 is too small. I think 125 is just right for her. But yeah, let's see. Got this fight here, man. Just hitting the scene. Macy Barber and Montana De La Rosa. Of course, we're gonna talk about it a little bit more too, just as an intro here. Macy Barber and Montana De La Rosa. Like I said, I knew this fight was coming. I knew this fight was gonna happen myself, because I was like, who else is Montana gonna fight? Like, who else are they gonna put her in there with? Hang on. So here we go. All right. So Macy at number 13, Montana at number 15. Yeah, okay. Hang on one second, man. So I just uploaded a video too, giving my thoughts on it. So y'all can watch that later, but we're gonna talk right now though. So I've been talking enough, because yeah, we're at the 20-minute mark now. So it's open mat. Okay, it's an open mat, and I just want to know some people's thoughts on fights coming up. And there we go. I'm just sending out a link here. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, y'all. Just setting something up here. Yeah. So it's a little early Christmas present, especially for BJ. This fight. This is an early Christmas present for sure for him. I mean, Montana going in there against this big hitter in Macy Barber. Gonna be a good fight. I mean, that's my first thought. It was like, okay, I like this fight. I know it's not like this big title fight, but come on, we can't lie. These flyweight fights on the lower level are exciting. They put on good matches. They're active. And something can come of this fight. If Macy looks good. Maybe that'll advance her. Maybe not. If she doesn't look too good, then maybe she got to fight a few more fights. And that's one of the things I want to talk about here. Like, as soon as BJ comes on, I just want to say that I don't think a win over Montana is going to make her elevate any higher or give her a top 10. I don't think it's time for that. I think it's going to take some more work because we already seen what Macy Barber's look like against top level competition, right? Roxanne and Grasso. So this is another work fight for her. This is just kind of like working on her skills, and it might take 2 or 3 more, you know, just working with unranked fighters. I know that sounds funny, but Mr. Lee, it is what did I say? December. It's on UFC 269. So UFC 269. December 11th. Yeah, December 11th. Yeah, who's more in a lose-lose situation though in this fight? Yeah, that's one thing we gotta think about. Like, let's think of that too. Let's put that in perspective. Like, who's more in a lose-lose situation here? To me, I think Macy is. You know, since she has the height behind her. You know, she was given an a gift win over Miranda. You know, she was given that gift win over Miranda to kind of hold her spot down and put her back in the, to avoid putting her in the shadows. You know, they want to kind of keep her in the middle somewhere. It's one of those situations where if she loses this one, then there's no denying it, especially if Montana go in there and like stop her. You know, if Montana go in there and stop her, it's going to be like, shoot, we told you like she wasn't on this level. You know, we got to see some skill. We got to see some skill from her, man. Hang on 1 second, y'all. All right, so all right, y'all. So got a special guest in the building. Got BJ from No Filter MMA. BJ,
Yo.
what's up, man? Let me know if y'all can hear him. What's up, B?
What's up, man? What's going on, dog? A lot of news today, bro.
Man, I told you, man, that you had to turn the show up even hype today, man. Like, you had to bring in that news. I was like, what's going on, man? Like, what was your reaction to hearing this, man?
Well, like, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I found out. I was at work and I got a notification on my phone that said Montana De La Rosa is going live with MMA Junkie. I'm thinking, what the hell is Montana got to? She going live on Instagram with MMA Junkie. As soon as I clicked on it, I heard her say, I didn't hear her say, I'm fighting Macy Barber. All I heard was Macy Barber from out of her mouth. And I was like, oh shit. And bro, I went insane, bro. Like, cause I made it go look through my old video. Macy Barber put on Twitter that Montana, Mackenzie Dern, and Paige Van Zandt had ducked a fight with her, and Montana G-checked her on Twitter, was like, what are you talking about? There hasn't even been a fight offered with your name on it. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And so now they finally get to settle that score, you know what I'm saying? Because Macy been wanting a piece of Montana, and Montana been wanting a piece of Macy. So I think this one, like, especially at those stare downs and the weigh-ins and shit, this one gonna be, this might have a little bit of fire behind it, bro.
Wait a minute. So you said
because they don't like each other.
All right. So you said that Macy said Montana ducked her.
Macy said that. Macy made a post. You gotta scroll back through my old videos. It's a post that said she had a picture of Paige Van Zandt, Mackenzie Dern. Now, this was while Mackenzie Dern was out pregnant. And she had a picture of Paige, Mackenzie, and Montana, and she said all 3 of them ducked her. So she was like, so I'm calling this She was like, so I'm calling this, I'm 3-0. I got. She was counting herself as having wins over all three of them because they duck fades with her. And I'm thinking to myself, that don't even make sense. Like, Mackenzie Dern been out for like 6 months already. She's still pregnant. Paige Van Zandt, that was the only believable one, was Paige Van Zandt. You know what I'm saying? I said, I can see Paige ducking a fade, you know what I'm saying? But Montana was the first comment under it, and I got it all on the screen. Like, Montana was the first comment. She was like, there hasn't been a fight offer, so this is coming out of left field. What are you talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was, how Macy do, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I really don't see De La Rosa skipping that fight, and I don't see Dern.
No, hell no.
Dern either. Dern's not like that. So, all right. So let me talk to you about this. How this fight goes, man. Like, so what's on your mind? Like, how do you see it playing out, man? Like, what was the first thing you were thinking? Like this is a step up for De La Rosa. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not necessarily skill wise, but like putting her back into the mix. You know what I mean? Like, if you get a win over a hyped up fighter like Macy, that means a lot.
Yeah, it does, dude. You mean, like, what was I thinking, like, stylistic wise?
Yeah.
I was thinking a banger, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? It has the potential to be a banger, especially if Montana comes out fighting like she was fighting in the Arujo fight. It could be a banger. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what she's committed to in this fight, it depends on what Montana feels like, you know what I'm saying? And she knows, like, she already knows that if she gets Macy Barber down, then she'll dominate Macy. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Montana, though, is, like, Macy's very active in the clinch. You know what I'm saying? Like, Macy's, strength for strength is very strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, Macy not weak. So, Montana going to have to be big and be physical on Macy. You know what I'm saying? Land some good punches on Macy. I think Montana, her punch selection, I think she can land some decent punches on Macy Barber. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it ain't like Macy hard to hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, she just got to avoid the bombs. You know what I'm saying? Avoid the bombs and land her own shit and be smart about her takedowns. And just grind Macy out. What was you thinking about it?
I was thinking stoppage at first, but I was like, it's really hard to see one of these ladies getting stopped in the fight just because they both go 3 rounds. Like, I almost said that about the Miranda fight. I thought somebody was gonna get stopped or submitted, but between these 3 ladies, I think they're like really, really tough, and it's hard to just like knock somebody out like this. Like, I think that Montana's like her size can help her absorb punches. So I think she's pretty big in that aspect where it'd be hard to stop her. But you never know what can happen. But you never know. So I see blood, though. I tell you that. I see blood in this fight.
Yeah, I see blood too, bro. I see blood too. I see hard punches and I see blood. You know what I'm saying? But I see, if Montana gets Macy down, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, Macy gonna be and she's vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? Because Montana is not gonna just, it's gonna be different, you know what I'm saying, than what she's had on top of her before. You know what I'm saying? Like, Roxanne wasn't trying to submit her like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Montana gonna try to put Macy Barber away, especially if she start with that same ground and pound she was landing on Lipsky. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was some hellacious ground and pound, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Macy just better be careful if the fight goes to the ground. Like, she just stay away from getting on the ground with Montana. That's pretty much it.
Shoot, can Macy get up if she's on her back, man? Do you think?
Ooh, with Montana on top of her, man, yeah. I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know. She might can elevate Montana, but I don't know.
I was surprised that Miranda never really put her there, weren't you?
Yeah, because I know that's what you were saying before the fight. Like, you saying that you were expecting like some takedowns in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, she didn't really. Miranda was wanting to fight.
She spent more time on the ground with Jillian than she did with Macy, and I was like,
yeah.
Jillian's dangerous on the ground, but I was like, Macy, that should have been a playground for Miranda, I thought.
Maybe she was trying to make a statement,
Yeah, she did. I mean, with her hands, she did. I mean,
Yeah, I think she did too.
Hey, all right, Stamina said Macy is definitely there to be hit if DLR is tenacious and goes first, the fight is hers. Let's see. Mark Robinson said Macy was far less aggressive against Maverick. Not sure if that's her new style or not. And yeah, I said that 'cause I just did a video like right after you beat you. I just put it up now.
Yeah.
I think if Macy goes on the back foot and she gives away the first round, she'll lose the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Montana will turn it up. You know, you can't let up in there against Montana, especially if you brawling with Montana. You can't let up, man, because you got to keep going. Because if you let up, then she gonna get you, dude. You know, she gonna find a way to get you. So, can Macy, if it's a high paced fight, can Macy do that for 3 rounds though?
Mm-hmm. So
You know,
let's say they ignore the ground. You know, let's just say Montana ignores the ground. Like, who wins it? Just if this fight turns out to be a stand up battle, like, how do you see it going?
hold on. Okay. I mean, Macy. The only thing Macy really got is power, man, and we saw that in the fight with Miranda Maverick. Like, you got to have more than power to go in there and beat Montana on the feet. And the reason I say that is because Montana De La Rosa's boxing is educated. You know what I'm saying? It's not like elite, but her punch selection is good. Straight punches, like, that's the thing about Macy Barber. She can't deal with straight punches. JJ Aldrich ate her up with straight punches. Miranda Maverick ate her up with straight punches. Alexa Grasso, Roxanne Modafferi, like, they've ate her up with straight punches. You know what I'm saying? And Montana throws a lot of straight punches. You know what I'm saying? So if Montana can get off, like Dude in Cummins said, just be first. Like, if Montana can be first, like she was against Bueno Silva on the feet, you know what I'm saying? I think if she gonna have the reach advantage over Macy, the height advantage over Macy, like, I think if Montana is smart about her boxing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think she could be in there with Macy Barber, man. Like, I mean, Macy ain't the most technical. I mean, Jillian Robinson was having success out there on the feet against Macy. You know what I'm saying? So, Macy is just, if you stand in front of Macy and put your chin up in the air, she'll knock you out.
Yeah.
But if you bouncing around and moving around, like, Macy can't really hit you that good, you know?
Yeah.
Montana got to work on her footwork, you know? If she can get her footwork to be a little bit better, her strike, she's not that bad on the feet, man.
Yeah. I you know how I disagree with you on that. Like, I mean, I agree with you on, like, the punches, but as far as footwork go, I still think, you know, yeah, that's her big part. Like, that's her big part. But yeah, I just think that if she can crowd Macy Barber and keep Macy Barber cornered, kind of how like Miranda did, then maybe she'll have that success. But you gotta take it to her the first round. You know, you got to get the first round in and go from there. That's why I said I talk about these fighters, you know, when it comes to their skills, you know, lacking in certain places, but they're 3-round fighters, man. They're dangerous.
Yep.
They're always dangerous. So like I said, so let's say Montana goes in there and stops Macy Barber, man. Like, what do you think that's going to do for her career?
That's a big win for De La Rosa. That's a big win for De La Rosa. If she can go in there and stop Macy Barber, she'll get a fight next.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll get a fight next. Like, but the question is who? But she'll get a Jessica I next, or she'll get somebody next. You know, if she can knock off Macy Barber, or they might make the Miranda Maverick fight.
Yeah, they might have to enforce that, man, because that's a fight I still want to see.
Or she could get a Tatiana Suarez. If Montana beats Macy Barber, and by the time Montana's ready to fight again, Tatiana could be ready to fight again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, make that fight.
What do you think, like, with Montana, if she does, let's say she does stop Macy Barber, you know, in dominant fashion, or she just goes in there and submits her in like 1 or 2, would you want to see her go ahead and get like a top 10, or do you want to just see her get a couple more of the fights?
No, I want to see her get a top 10.
Dang, you do? Wow.
Yeah, I want to see. It's time for her to get a top 10.
Uh,
It's
I
time for her.
yeah, yeah. Winner of Grasso Calderwood.
I'm down with that.
I mean, yeah, if you want to go there, because I don't know, man. I think she need another fight or two though. For me, I think she's young, man. She only what 27. She got
Yeah.
time. She got time to work. I think. Same with Macy. I think if Macy was to beat Montana, I don't think she need to get a top 10 fighter yet.
Well, Macy been kind of spotty though. Montana ain't been as spotty as Macy Barber.
As far as what you mean,
Like wins and losses.
like her pattern or something.
Yeah, she's been a little more spotty than Montana De La Rosa. But I don't know, man. Like Montana, to me, poses more of a threat than Macy Barber, just because Montana can fight on the feet and she has dangerous submissions versus. Macy Barber is like she just wants to knock your head off. She just wants to knock your head off. That's really Macy Barber's game. You know what I'm saying? Like she really just wants to knock your fucking head off. Other than that, it is what it is. Macy just got a lot of hype. So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because in my opinion, for Macy, it's like if you do beat De La Rosa, I'm like I can't see you in there with. I can't see you calling for the winner of Grasso Calderwood. I can't see you calling for Andrea Lee if she beat Jessica I can't see Macy calling for Jennifer Maia because you know what Jennifer Maia would do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah. Like I still think a win over De La Rosa for Macy would tell us that okay, she can beat somebody with better grappling than her and that's been around and has more experience, but it wouldn't tell me that she's top 10 ready. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not at all. Savage said it's really a 50-50 fight for me. Macy has the power to stop De La Rosa, but De La Rosa is hard to stop. Montana has an advantage on the ground, but can she control her?
I think she can control Macy. If Roxanne, who I don't think is as strong as Montana, if Roxanne can get Macy down and control her, I think Montana definitely could. I thought Jillian Robinson could have if she'd have got Macy down. I think Jillian Robinson would have controlled Macy Barber on the ground. I don't really see Macy Barber as that big of a threat off her back, dude. Like Montana's dangerous on top of you, man. Especially if she gets full mount, dude. Montana start raining down them elbows and stuff, dude. Like, and she big and athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing about De La Rosa. She big. She a big flyweight, big heavy flyweight. So Macy not gonna be able to go in there and bully her like she did Jillian, like she did a couple of those other girls that she fought. What she wanted to do to Roxanne. You know what I'm saying? Like she can't go in there and bully Montana like that.
You know what? When he brought that up about not being able to control her, I don't know, man. Macy's big, but I don't think Macy knows how to use the size like some of these other girls. That's why, like, if she was on her back, I don't think that it would work. Like, she's not very good on her back, and like, she doesn't know how to use the weight like that. What do you think about this? Stamina said Barber has 2 losses in the UFC as does DLR. So I guess he's meaning they're on the same level, though.
Yeah, but
what can you tell? What can you tell about their losses, though, for you? Like comparing DLR's her losses to somebody like Barber, because they kind of lost to the same competition, right? Level.
Yeah, Montana lost 2 fights fighting out of her element, like fighting what she's not usually doing. Like I think Montana used those 2 fights to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like she learned a lot in the KGB fight and in the Viviane Araujo fight. You know what I'm saying? She learned a lot in that shit. I don't feel like Macy Barber, on the other hand, has improved as much as Montana. Macy Barber still looked like Macy Barber. Like she hadn't learned from her losses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Montana, we've seen a much better striking. We've seen a much more aggressive Montana, you know what I'm saying? A much more technical Montana versus a scrappy grappler with sloppy hands. You know what I'm saying? Like she is using a lot of technique and she's, fighting behind a jab and incorporating kicks into the game, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just different. I ain't seen that from Macy Barber.
Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be a good fight, though. Like I said, like these lower level fights, man, they just tend to be putting on some action that I think a lot of people are missing. Some people that think the fights aren't that good on the lower level, man. I think they've been they've been paying off more. What about you, man? To me, they pay off more than the top
Oh,
five.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, they pay off, man. What do you got, man, as an early pick for this fight,
I got Montana. I got Montana by decision.
man? Okay, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I got Montana by decision.
yeah. All
But
right.
Montana might maul her out.
Yeah, she might. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, if she can't keep Macy down, then she'll probably like take rounds just by mauling her.
Right.
Yeah, because she got the size to do it. So,
Because
yeah, yeah.
Montana might say, fuck getting punched in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And she might switch up her, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what? I'm capable of doing this. Let me take this girl down and make it and morally break this girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me break this girl's will to fight. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's what, Jillian Robinson said that's her thing. She likes to take them down and break their will. You know what I'm saying? Perfect example, Courtney Casey. But I think Montana is very capable of that. You know what I'm saying? I think Montana feels some type of way since Tatiana came into the division, you know what I'm saying? Because as far as like wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Like Montana to me was a big threat at 125 pounds as far as wrestling. And now that Tatiana coming in, you know what I'm saying? I think Montana feel like she needs to make a statement. And some things were said, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into that because, I'm not going to get into it. But some things were said about, you know what I'm saying, the switch of opponent and shit like that when, certain fighters heard that certain fighters was trying to get that fight with Roxanne Modafferi. There was some things said. But yeah, so I think Montana might go out here and show, say, hey, like, I'm one of the best wrestlers in this division, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. I was just playing it out in my head too, man. I could see maybe De La Rosa getting that Alexa Grasso move on her and maybe submitting her. So if anybody's getting submitted, it'll be Macy Barber in this fight.
Right.
I know that for sure. But Savage said, no filter MMA. I just wonder if Montana could commit to the effective strikes. And is she able to knock down and hurt? Is she able to knock down and hurt? Will Barber panic in the moment or just be overwhelmed by Montana's grappling?
I don't know, man. This is the thing with the commitment thing. You know what I'm saying? I know in the fight against Bueno Silva, she didn't commit. You know what I'm saying? Let's not write her off yet now. But I think the thing that we can say about Montana is that she learns from her mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, she learns from her mistake, her losses, and she comes back. And every time she comes back, we see a better Montana De La Rosa. So I think now, if she catches herself having success on the feet, she'll stick with it a little more because I think Montana could have straight up outboxed Bueno Silva, man.
Yeah.
Like if Montana would have stayed with it, dude, she'd have outboxed Bueno Silva, man, easily.
Yeah, because we seen Marina Moreau do it easy. You know what I mean? Like when she just comes forward, she's there to be hit.
Yeah.
You just can't take any shots from her. But yeah, you can stay up on her. That's why I'm like, when Manon Firo get in there, that's gonna be crazy, man. Hey, you know what though, man? If Manon Firo beats Myra Bueno Silva, she might be fighting the winner of this fight.
She could be, absolutely, yeah. I've thought about that too.
Yeah, she might be fighting the winner because it's gonna be a top 15 fighter, so that'll be her first. She might be getting the winner of it, man. So yeah, I'm like,
bro, she gotta get past Bueno Silva though.
Yeah, she will, man. It's all good. Hey, Stamina said, okay, I agree with BJ there. We have not seen lessons learned from Macy's losses at all. That's true, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen any improvements versus, De La Rosa. Go look at the fight with Adarujo and look at the fight with Rachel Ostovich. Like, her striking is so much better, so much better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm going to go with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go there. I just think Montana, you know what I'm saying, Montana might outwork Macy Barber. That's why I said decision, you know what I'm saying? Like, Montana outwork her because if the fight goes to the ground, I think that's the advantage Montana. But on the feet, Montana, she will engage. You know what I'm saying? And she will throw heavy shots. And Macy Barber ain't the best defensive fighter. So, I know I always talk about Montana's power, but, Montana has some pop in those shots, man, and she's fully capable of hurting girls on the feet, Combo. I know that's not just like a myth that I'm just making up in my head, bro.
No, she is.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, she is, man. All right, so that's your pick for De La Rosa, man. There's other big news you hit me with, man. Go ahead and go in on this one, man.
Oh, dude, I know you're talking about that Felicia Spencer and
Yeah.
Leah Letson fight.
How
Wow.
how'd you hear about this fight, man?
Well, see, okay, now during Leah's off time, I said it in the video.
Mhm.
Felicia Spencer did an interview, and of course they was talking. She actually ditched No Filter MMA to do this interview, and I watched it. But you know, that is what it is. I had Felicia Spencer fully locked down, and then she bailed at the last minute. So it is what it is. But she did the interview.
Come on, Felicia. What's wrong? What's wrong with you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's wrong with you, man? But you know, she Felicia Spencer name dropped Leah Letson. So you know me, I said, "Yo, Felicia Spencer tried to call you out a little bit." You know what I'm saying? She's like, "I'm Taekwondo. Leah's Taekwondo," and Leah was just like, "Wait till I get better. Like, just wait till I get better." She was like, "I want to fight Felicia Spencer," and I was like, "Okay." And now we see this fight, and then and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like Leah, I know she's been gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she's been gone, you know what I'm saying? But Leah is the best Leah physically and mentally that she's been, that she's ever been. You know what I'm saying? And Felicia Spencer has taken a lot of punishment in these fights, man. Her last few fights, Felicia Spencer's taken a lot of punishment, and, Leah, it's who capitalizes on what? Can Felicia Spencer capitalize on the ring rust, and can Leah Letson capitalize on the damage? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Felicia Spencer might almost be damaged goods in there, and Leah Letson striking, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Leah ending those combinations with head kicks and shit. Like, if she catch Felicia Spencer, being wild and reckless like Spencer does, she can knock Felicia Spencer out, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you talking somebody who put away Elizabeth Phillips, you know what I'm saying, with a beautiful head kick. Like, I mean, Leah Letson can put girls away with those kicks, but the grappling is where, to me, is where it can get interesting, in the clinch and whatnot, if Felicia Spencer can get Leah Letson down. We've seen Leah Letson almost submitted a few times. You know what I'm saying? She almost got submitted by Julia Stoliarenko, and I think one of those, Bia Malecki, maybe? No, maybe it wasn't Bia. Somebody else almost submitted Leah Letson. You know what I'm saying?
In the Tough House, or just like one of her
I think it was Bia Malecki.
I think Bia Malecki.
It was Bia Malecki.
I thought Bia Malecki just outstruck her. She like opened a cut on her head. That was about it. But
yes, but Leah beat Bia Malecki in the Tough House though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like she cut her with that elbow, but Leah like came back and won it. But I think there was a submission attempt in it. I've seen it more than once. Maybe it happened more than once in the same fight with Stoliarenko, but she almost gets submitted, and then somebody like Felicia Spencer gets Leah in a compromising position like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could possibly finish the fight. Like, Felicia Spencer can finish the fight. But when you come to, on the feet, though, I think the harder shots, the faster shots, the more technical shots are going to be coming from Leah Letson. So it's interesting how it's going to play out. I think Leah, she's going to be expecting the takedown right away, because Leah is a much higher level Taekwondo, person than Felicia Spencer. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
It's crazy, man. It's gonna mark almost 3 years since Leah Letson's fought, coming up November.
Yeah,
man, that's gonna be crazy. Like, so do you think that layoff is gonna benefit her more than like Felicia Spencer, fighting and taking punishment?
I think the layoff is exactly what Letson needed to get her body back. Yeah. Her body was going, dude. Her body was giving up on her, bro. And shit, she was overtraining, under eating, you know what I'm saying? And it fucked her body up. She had to get right before she could even think about fighting again. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she's just a better version of herself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Training footage I'm seeing of Leah Letson, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's looking good, man. I gotta give her that. She's looking good, dude. But we'll just have to see, I think that Felicia gonna have a size advantage because Felicia don't have problems. She ain't had these type of problems, you know what I'm saying, making weight and problems like that, you know what I'm saying? Felicia Spencer walk around at what she walk around at, and then she makes that 45 limit. But Leah Letson is walking around a lot lighter than she used to. You know what I'm saying? So it's not much of a weight cut. She told me she walking around like 155.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it ain't much of all she has to do is. She said all she has to do is diet. She'll make the weight.
Savage got a good question for you here. He said, "No filter MMA. Who has the better gas tank, Leah Letson or Felicia Spencer?"
It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. I've seen from Leah Letson though is that she can take damage and still get through a fight and win. Because she took that cut on the forehead from Bea Malecki in the Tough House, man.
Right.
And that was just a gnarly cut, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And she rallied and won that fight. She dominated that fight. It was like one punch that Bea Malecki landed, like one elbow that Bea landed that caused that cut. But the rest of the fight was Leah Letson. She overcame some adversity in that other fight. The thing about Felicia, though, was when, like, Felicia gets met with adversity, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just kind of gets stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she gets stuck in that adversity. She don't switch it up, you know what I'm saying, and overcome it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she does the same thing, and it just messes her up.
Yeah, I noticed that too, man. Like, yeah,
when she gets sloppy too. She gets real sloppy.
She won't she can't make an adjustment on the fly, man. That's her problem.
Right.
I was gonna say this, man. I think when it comes to gas tank, even though she ain't giving out interviews like she need to, I'm gonna give Felicia Spencer the edge in gas tank because she did take some horrible beatings against Nunes and Cyborg and kept coming, and to me that say a lot about a person. Like, if you can walk through these shots and still keep coming, I give her the edge in the gas tank there. But I think skill wise, I think that Leah Letson is a tad bit better. I won't say tad bit. I think she's like a couple levels better, and she can.
Her striking is solid, bro. Letson's striking is solid.
There's a little bit more versatility there with Leah Letson, in my opinion, man. Stamina said Spencer snaking the homie on the interview, not blacklisted. We ain't with that.
Right. Yeah, man. Felicia, she did that, bro. Damn. She did that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all good though. It is what it is because I got that Letson interview and whatnot. So
yeah.
And I might have to get Letson on again, just to talk to her. Like, okay, Leah, we in a different mindset than we were in the last interview we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we'll see.
All right.
I'm excited for that though.
Yeah, this is like the first. To me, it just feel like the rebirth of the featherweight division. I mean, this is better than Holly and Norma, in my opinion, when it comes to featherweights, just because this is where they need to be. Both of these fighters, this is where they need to be. I like this matchup. I think this is much more exciting when you call it. You can call it a featherweight division when you got these two fighting, man.
You got two legit featherweights, yeah, man. You got some real fights in there. I think, but I do think Kunitskaya coming back at 45, bro. I think she said something about it. She said, should I come back at 45 or 35? You know what I'm saying? I think she should come back at 45.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Come back okay. All right. Shit. If Kunitskaya can come back at 145, Macy Chason need to move up to 145. Come on.
Yeah, Macy Chase. Cause I'm telling you, dude, like Chason, when she get up in them ranks, bro, she gonna get punished.
Yeah.
She gonna get like Jermaine gonna punish her. You know what I'm saying? Like Juliana Pena gonna punish her.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like them girls gonna beat her, bro, because she just ain't 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Colton said Felicia's not getting paid enough for the UFC to be throwing her all these fights. Okay, taking damage from Cyborg and Nunes, and wonder why they can't get more featherweights. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think it's just the fact I don't think it's because they don't want to take punishment. Dana's just not reaching out to featherweights. The girls don't mind taking hits. I think it's just that they're not signing them. I mean, Pam Bam was a good example of what Dana White was missing, right?
Right. Like Pam would have that fat contract had been offered, Pam would have signed the fuck out of it.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We could have been seeing Pam Sorensen versus Felicia Spencer 2, or Pam Sorensen versus Leah Letson. You know what I'm saying? Or Pam Sorensen versus Norma Dumont. Like we would have been seeing that.
Oh yeah.
Like that's crazy, man. But I'm just glad to see. I'm really glad to see Leah Letson. You know what I'm saying? Having a fight booked for one reason. You know what I'm saying, that she's just able to fight again, and for two, it's at 145 pounds.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, I am too.
Ravioli says, is Yana drained at 135? That's the kind of the thing. Like, I feel like sometimes on the scale, Yana looks a little drawn out sometimes. Don't she look a little drawn out sometimes on the scale?
I think it comes to how she loses the weight sometimes. I think there's been some bad weight cuts where she'll look drained, but when she does it the right way, she'll come in, looking refreshed, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like sometimes when Yana gets on the scale, she look a little drained. And you know who else does too is Macy Barber.
Yeah, Macy did. Yeah, that's what Macy did. Yeah.
Like Macy looked bad on the scale. I'm like, damn, Macy, like you used to make 115.
Man.
I don't know, man. But yeah, man, I think Yana is just like maybe starting to get to the point where, and I think she knows that, which is why she's throwing out them little polls on her damn social, on her Instagram, and saying, should I come back at 45 or 35? Because Yana, them type of women, man, like Yana gonna have that baby and have a fight book within 6 months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she'll have a fight book within 6 months of having that kid. You know what I'm saying? So, I expect Yana to be out, but not be out for that long. You know what I'm saying? So 45, I'm down to see Yana at 45. I've been saying that.
You know what I predict? I predict when she has the baby, she's gonna come back and she's gonna fight the winner of Holly Holm, Norma Dumont at 145, probably.
That's what I'm thinking too, dude. Like, yes,
because she's kind of been wanting that Holly fight for a while, so that might be her way of trying to get it. Stamina said Macy's body composition is effed up, though she still got a lot of work to do in that regard. Yeah.
Leah Letson overcame it though, so I mean,
yeah.
Macy Barber got to step it up.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of her stepping her game up, man.
Yeah.
All right, so what about this Andrea Lee and Jessica Eye fight, man? What do you think about this fight?
Man, I hope Jessica Eye beat her up, dude.
Damn.
I hope Jessica Eye beat her up, dude. I'm tired of Andrea Lee, dude. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Oh, man.
Jessica Eye can go in there and beat Andrea Lee though.
Yeah, she could. I'm actually I think I'm a little on the opposite side, man. I kind of want Andrea Lee to win, man.
I want the only reason I want Andrea Lee to win is so she can fight somebody else, go in there with Chukagian or somebody and get beat up. or go in there with Jennifer Maya or Viviane Aderujo and get beat up.
Dang. Wow. I don't know. I'm picking the lesser of two evils here. To me, I don't care, man. I just want somebody to win so Manon Fiorot can get her next opponent in one of them. So, or Taylor Santos.
Man, you trying to get Andrea Lee killed, boy. Okay. Well, since you love Manon Fiorot so much, you know what I'm saying. What if they book Manon Fiorot versus Taylor Santos? What you gonna do?
What can I do, man? What you gonna say about Manon versus Taylor Santos? Or Manon versus Miranda Maverick? I'm gonna shut the channel down.
I'm telling you, bro. Like Maverick better not. That's a fight. I don't think Miranda Maverick need to take, bro. Like, I think she needs to. Like, I think Montana need to stay away from that fight. I think that Miranda Maverick need to stay away from that fight. The only person on that level that I feel, and for some reason I feel comfortable with Maida Bueno Silva taking the fight. Something about Maida Bueno Silva, man, makes me feel like she ain't gonna be hesitant to get up in Manon Fiorot face. Like I can see Maida Bueno, but the only person I can see, dude, on that level, you know what I'm saying, straight up having a beautiful striking match with Manon would be Alexa Grasso.
Really?
Yeah, I see. I
Hmm.
think Alexa Grasso is her. I think her boxing is solid enough to
Yeah.
like. Her boxing is solid enough to be in there with Manon. I'm just saying, bro. I got to see. That's a fight I want to see. I, Alexa Grasso striking is beautiful, man, and she's whenever she uses it correctly, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah. No doubt, her striking is. I'm kind of thinking of like Manon, not even striking with it, like switching it up, and like I think if she tried to take, if she took it to the ground, she might wind up just like, you know, hurting Grasso on the ground that way because she's so much bigger. You know,
Yeah.
that's crazy though, man. But I ain't even thinking about matching. You know what you just set up though. That ain't gonna happen until they get to the top. It don't need to happen until they get to the top. So.
Dude, I'm telling you, Miranda Maverick is in a weird position. Like, if Manon Furiat beats Maeda Bueno Silva, they both unranked. They could throw them that. They could throw Miranda Maverick that bone. Miranda Maverick might become the new Montana De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? Get that ranking and have to fight unranked fighters. You know what
Oh
I'm
no.
saying?
Oh no, man.
They might. I mean, I think they might even do. I even feel like they might even do Jojo Maverick too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You think
because the
so?
way that fight ended. You know what I'm saying? Like Miranda Maverick is in an odd position with that loss. You know.
I don't know if they would do Jojo too. They might make her fight. Who was another flyweight they had just signed? Well, not
The
just
winner of Bohm Lipsky.
yeah, yeah. They could make that fight, but I think Miranda might be fighting one more time before this year closes out, and it has to be somebody free right now.
Courtney Casey free. That fight with Jojo got canceled.
Yeah, that's right. That could be a fight, but you never know because like Manon fights in September and she might close out in 3 months. So you never know, man. Like she could come back in December. That would be crazy. And I'm shutting it down that they did that, man.
Ooh, boy, dude, I'm telling you, you know how it'll go. Like, I ain't gonna verbalize it, but you
Mm.
know how it would go.
I could probably get an interview with Manon Furo too. Like I just would need a translator because she responds behind the scenes, but there's only so much I can say because she speaks French.
Marcus Bell put a sleeping sign next to JoJo's name. Come on, man.
Oh,
JoJo ain't no boring fighter, bro.
Savage said Maverick versus Santos signing off for the last time. Don't subscribe, peace. Oh
Ooh,
man,
but Manon versus Santos. I think Manon to get Taylor Santos out of there though.
Manon versus Taylor Santos.
Ooh.
Oh man,
Oh.
I ain't even thinking about that right now.
Oh boy, Manon versus Taylor Santos.
I can't believe you want Jessica I to beat Andrea Alito, man. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
I know
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want her to, but how's she gonna do it?
Well, Jessica I put some pace on people. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless with this submission win, Andrea Lee all of a sudden wants to become a grappler. You know what I'm saying? And if she mixes it up on Jessica I, then yeah. But on the feet, Andrea Lee is not as active as Jessica I. Like Jessica I gonna push the pace. Look at that fight with. I know it wasn't the smartest fight, but look at that fight with Jennifer Maia, though. Jessica I was in there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like pushing the pace on Jennifer Maia. You know what I'm saying? Like if she do that to Andrea Lee, she'll beat Andrea Lee. Just that Jennifer Maia is good enough to answer that back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And do enough in the judges' eyes to win it. Andrea Lee, I don't think would do enough in the judges. I don't think she would do enough to stop Jessica I from doing what Jessica I does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jessica I will push a pace, man. Like JoJo loves it, so JoJo just handle that junk well. But that's the question: can Andrea Lee handle it like that? Will Andrea Lee like fold up or what? Like I think Jessica I's got a better gas tank though.
Yes, she does, because Jessica I can do that for 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for that one moment, you saw how like Antonina was landing them knees to Andrea Lee's body, right? How they were kind of bothering her. So
yep.
that's an interesting fight, but I don't know, man. Like I ain't really a big fan either, but Andrea Lee, I just want I want her to win, so you get that Manon fight going now. Well, I don't know,
Well,
man. If she lost, she might have to fight Manon anyway, because she would go down the ring. Yeah. Either way, she might have to wind up fighting Manon.
that's not good, bro. That's not good, dude. That's not good, man.
It is for me.
What if Andrew Lee fight Manon?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Miranda Maverick. No,
Oh,
if
oh, oh,
Andrew,
no, no, no.
okay,
No,
okay.
yeah. Lee and Manon. Let's see. Stamina said Manon is certainly faster than Taylor, but that he can't call that fight. Yeah, I ain't gonna try. Andrea Lee versus Jessica Eye is gonna be a banger. Colton said, "Why do we hate Andrea Lee?" I don't hate her.
I don't hate Andrea Lee. Yeah, we don't hate Andrea Lee.
Yeah,
It's just that Andrea Lee got a little bit of privilege in there because she done lost a lot more than some of these other girls, man, and she's still holding on to that ranking. So that's what the thing is about Andrea Lee. That's the only thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like you in here you in here losing. You ain't finished nobody. You ain't finished nobody. You know what I'm saying? So how do you get to hold on to this ranking so well?
right. And you know what? Like, just to prove I wasn't hating, I picked her to beat Roxy in the second fight, and she disappointed me in that fight. Like, she didn't know what to do in that fight. Roxy took it to her.
Bro, look at your screen, bro. Look at all these damn flyweights on your screen, bro.
Yeah, man.
Just take a second to look at that. Look at that damn division, though, bro.
Yeah, you talking about them three dangerous ones at the bottom too, right? Yeah.
I'm talking about all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you stupid, man.
Mark.
That's a dangerous set of girls up there.
Yeah. It's like the division. You really don't know where it's going to go right now. That's what makes it interesting, man. Like, and they're active, man. Like, it seems like they're a lot more active than the strawweights. Like, I don't know. Like, there's always a new fight named just about every 2 or 3 months for these girls. So it's a good division, man. Marcus said I by split decision. Okay.
I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that.
Okay. I mean, I did beat Chikagan and Vivian Arujo, so yeah, I can't knock her, man. Oh yeah. Here's the fight. I didn't put the picture up, but I gotta know your thoughts, man. Casey O'Neill and Antonina, man.
I mean, it depends on what Casey O'Neill does. Like, if Casey O'Neill, by now we know how to beat Antonina. Everybody knows how to beat Antonina Shevchenko. Can Casey O'Neill execute that though? That's the question. Can she do that?
Yeah.
That's you think she can?
No, I was just agreeing with you that.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like can she do that? Because on the feet, but even then, you want to say, you just automatically want to say Antonina is more dangerous of a striker, but she's had opportunities to fight on the feet. You know what I'm saying? And it just hasn't looked that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just hadn't looked that good. Like, her striking, even though she's so accomplished, it still doesn't look that good. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this looks like a fight that Antonina can win. I hope Antonina wins. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a 50-50 fight, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if Casey O'Neill was going in there against the Jillian Robertson or somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? Then he'd be like, okay, yeah, this girl gonna get her ass beat. But Antonina is 50-50.
Yeah, it is, man. Because I think the thing that takes away from Antonina is the fact that I don't know if she still wants to fight as hard as like Casey O'Neill. Like, Casey O'Neill just got here and she's like fighting, her behind off. Like, she may not have the best ground and pound. Marcus, he loved going in on that ground and pound. And, like, some of her stand-up choices aren't the best, but Casey O'Neill is, like, strong, man. Like, she will press you to the cage, and I don't know if Antonina can handle that. Like, what is she going to do to handle that?
Well, Antonina does have really good knees in the clinch, though.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if she, if Casey O'Neill wants to hang out on the fence with Antonina, you know what I'm saying, that she could be in a lot of trouble because that's to me, that's what I've seen is the best part of Antonina's game.
Knees,
Is
right?
is is her Muay Thai clinch. That's the best part of her game. She
Yeah.
ate up Lucy Putilova. That was a wild fight. You know what I'm saying? And she ate up Lucy Putilova in that clinch, you know what I'm saying? Because at range, I thought Lucy Putilova was winning the fight. You know what I'm saying? But when they locked up in that clinch, man, you know, Antonina was landing a lot of damage against Putilova in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a dangerous. That's the for me is the most dangerous part of the fight. Like you said in the fight with Andrea Lee, you know what I'm saying? In the clinch, that shit was gnarly by Antonina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, Casey O'Neill being a shorter fighter, you know what I'm saying? Like she could eat some knees to the face. Like Antonina can land some knees to the face
Oh
in
yeah.
that clinch. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta see what Antonina got some pop in her shots when she throw them. You know what I'm saying? Like her and Lipsky traded them right hands and they were both gnarly. But Antonina can throw some pop. I want to see Antonina hurt somebody, man. Like I want to see Antonina. She too big of a flyweight. You know what I'm saying? Not be sitting down on some punches. Like I want to see Antonina hurt somebody.
Yeah, man. Like she just don't have that approach. Like she wants to kill, man. Like
Right.
I feel bad for her, man. When Andrea Lee rocked her, man. You remember like she did that dance, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh snap. I was like, she about to get stopped by Andrea Lee, but well, she got submitted instead. Um, Stamina said BJ has zero respect for Antonina. He ain't about to fix his mouth to say that she's about to win any of her fights. Dang.
No, it's not even that, man. But
He
what
said she
leg
ain't
do I
win.
have to stand on?
Yeah, right, right.
Like what do you tell? Give me a leg to stand on in defending Antonina. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't say the same about De La Rosa and Robinson. I got plenty of legs to stand on when talking about them. Or you know what I'm saying? But when you talking about Antonina, what leg do I have to stand on?
Yeah, and the thing, I ain't look. Y'all gonna think y'all gonna say, oh, he agreed with BJ here. The thing is, De La Rosa's got this kill switch that keeps her dangerous in the fight, and I don't know if Antonina got that. That's why I can see her getting bullied in all these fights. You know, that's why she got bullied with Roxanne, Caitlyn, Ariane.
You talking about that kill switch?
Yeah, she ain't got the kill switch like
No, she
Montana
ain't
and
got
them.
that kill switch, bro.
That's what kind of cost her victories, man. Like, Montana did better against Andrea Lee.
Yes.
She did better against Andrea Lee. Like, she didn't get bullied like Antonina did. Antonina got tossed around, judo tossed around. So I like, yo, like it is hard to fix your mouth to say she's gonna win because it's not the fact that she can't fight. It's like, does she want to fight?
It's like they want me to have like a false sense of hope. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's Antonina. No, that like Antonina don't get automatically chosen because her last name is Shevchenko.
Nah,
That ain't
man.
how it worked, bro. Like,
Mm-mm.
what has Antonina shown us?
Right.
We've seen her lose more than we've seen her come close to winning. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you want me just to say it? Just to say it? Oh, yeah, I think Antonina's going to win the fight. No, like, she ain't done a whole lot.
I mean, look, if anything, if she coming from that cloth of Shevchenko, I'm gonna be harder. I'm gonna be just as. I'm gonna be even harder on her. Then you know what I mean. I'm gonna be hard on her just like I would be with Valentina. I like if Valentina can do it, you should be doing it. You know what I mean, or close to it. Stamina says stop making sense, BJ. You're spoiling all my fun. He said you're being mature and level headed.
I'm just talking, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just talking. It's time to be real, man. It's time to be real. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a time to talk shit, and there's a time to be real about what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real.
Yeah. Like that's why I had to ask. I was like, because Casey got a good chance of winning this fight because she wants it, man. Like,
yes.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Another question. I was kind of on the fence with this last night. I was thinking about, but now I think it's even. But who do you think's fought the better competition? Casey O'Neill or Manon Firo?
Let me look up Casey O'Neill's record. Hold on.
I'm surprised they probably didn't want them to fight in the UAE, but they were in the UAE on the same card like once or twice, I think. That would have been crazy if she would have fought her back then.
Right. Yeah, I know. Okay, Laura Procopio, that's a good fight. Shannon Dobson, that's a good win. Man, who calling my phone?
That's Felicia Spencer.
um. Okay, Casey O'Neill, undefeated. Okay, I like it. Um. She knocked Shauna Dobson on up out of there. She took Laura Procopio up out of there. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with Casey O'Neill. But let me pull up Manon Filiat's record, and I'm gonna say Casey O'Neill because those were legit girls at 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Shayna Dobson is a legit flyweight. Laura Procopio is a legit flyweight. You know what I'm saying? It's not somebody who's given up significantly, size and stuff like that. So let's go to Manon. You might as well say Manon was undefeated. Let's see. I mean, yeah, Victoria. I mean, since coming into the UFC, Victoria Leonardo and Tabitha Ricci. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Casey O'Neill. I think O'Neill's got the better UFC record.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the better UFC. I don't know half of the girls that's outside of. I don't know really any of them that are outside of it. I know those are more regional girls, but in the UFC, I think the better fight, the better record goes to Casey O'Neill.
All right. Time to block you now.
Uh oh.
I don't know, man. I think it's even. I was just thinking about it because I thought about Shanna. I was like, yeah, Shanna's legit, but like, is she gonna show up? Like, is Shanna much better than Victoria Leonardo though? Like,
Shanna Dobson.
Yeah. Bless you.
I don't know. Excuse me, man. Excuse me. Is she?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, we've seen them both just getting beat up, so both of them kind of had the same path. They got a win on one of the auxiliary shows of the UFC. You know what I'm saying? They got into the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But she ain't. Victoria Leonardo is what, 0-2?
Damn. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you count the Contender Series, she's
0-3.
1-2.
Yeah, 1-3, 1-2. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, is she better than Shanna Dobson? I don't know. Victoria Leonardo getting stopped out here though. Shannon didn't really get stopped. Well, Shannon got stopped by Cachoeira. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They kind of on the same level. You know what I'm saying? They
okay.
I don't know.
I think the one you can argue, I guess, Laura Procopio would be better than Tabitha Ricci because Tabitha Ricci's not really established, right? Like her being a strawweight, we were all kind of saying that was a mismatch. So yeah, I guess you would kind of say. I'll say it's even. I'm gonna just stick with that. Yeah, I'll say it's even. Like, it's Tabitha Ricci, yeah, she's a black belt and everything, but she's still a 115 pounder. So yeah.
Right.
Okay. Oh, Stamina said. I saw it. Yeah. Okay. Well, what Stamina said, if Casey wins, if she wins this, everybody's gonna look at Shevchenko sideways as standard afterwards. I mean, everybody kind of looking like that now, though, right?
Everybody looking at her like that now, bro.
BJ been sideways. His neck is hurting.
I'm telling you. Now, my neck been hurting ever since she ducked that fight with Jillian Robertson.
Oh.
Yeah, my head been. I'm like, oh, you ducked that fade? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Dang. Wow. Okay. So, Daniel Edwards said, to be fair, O'Neal dealt with Dobson accordingly. Sometimes it's not the opponent, but the nature in which you destroy him. Okay. Cachoeira, Valentina's. Yeah. Cachoeira in that great a win, but she dominated. All right. Mark Robertson said, Antonina reminds me of someone who hasn't yet adjusted to their new body after puberty. She just doesn't seem able to use her body to her full advantage. Dang, he took it there.
I mean, he right though.
Yeah. He just broke it down with like how you feel about it. Because I mean, yeah, like she doesn't really come in with like fight on on her face. Like game, it's not like a game face. Like she doesn't have a game face, and she's not she doesn't have that.
She's too timid. She's too timid in there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like I think maybe nerves eat up Antonina. You ever thought about that? Like it would make perfect sense if she would have said she struggled with nerves in there, because you can see it.
Yeah.
She looks nervous in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't got that game face on. You know what I'm saying? Like Miranda Maverick do. You know, that business face. It's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't got that look in her eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Cash Wader, the dude, listen. The way Cash Wader was looking at what's her name?
Oh,
Gina Mazzani.
Yeah, Gina Mazzani. Yeah. Man. That had me thinking I had picked Gina Mazzani to win, but I was like, uh-oh.
Dude, Priscilla Cash Wader dangerous, bro. She beat the hell out of damn Gina Mazzani, bro.
Oh, man.
That was crazy how that fight just turned around, though.
Uh-oh, you brought that up now, man. Zombie, she taking on Jillian Robertson, too. That's another flyweight fight.
Yeah, that's another flyweight fight. Yeah, she taking on Jillian Robertson, but I think Jillian Robertson, in this fight, Jillian Robertson will take the approach she took in the Poliana Botelho fight. Just don't really give her a chance to, you know, because right away, first round, Jillian dove for her ankle, you know what I'm saying? Like straight out the gate. You know what I'm saying? And Jillian was able to lock her up, you know what I'm saying, and stall her. And then eventually Jillian drugged the fight to the ground, you know what I'm saying? Like, her plan worked out perfect for her, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna be her plan. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, she's gonna have to. And Cash Wader's takedown defense ain't the best. You know what I'm saying? And Jillian Robertson can definitely. I think Jillian Robertson can get her down. You still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, I think Jillian can definitely get Cash Wader down. Like, I don't think that's a problem. And I think when the fight gets to the ground, like, Jillian will just, you know, smother her. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I don't think it's gonna be much striking in this fight. I think, you know, Cash Wader gonna. And Cash Wader plays right into Jillian's game. She come right at you in a straight line. She don't use angles. She don't use footwork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She just come at you in a straight line, and that's exactly what Jillian Robertson wants.
Well, you know, Gina Mazzani was taking her down to the ground until the referee kind of like stepped in and like stopped that. Like, you know, she was using her best weapon, like to keep Cash Wader on the ground, but she kind of gassed out. And on top of that, the referee like broke him up right in the middle of like her trying to keep her down, and he was like, we're gonna get the stand up going. So, you know.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, Gina Mazzani ain't that good on the ground.
Like,
Jillian Robinson can do that for 3 rounds.
And she was,
you know what I'm saying?
She wasn't working. Yeah. She
right.
Wasn't working.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Jillian gonna be working, positionally dominating Priscilla Cash Wader. You know, so, you know, I think it's gonna. I see this fight playing out very similar to the Poliana Botelho fight.
Okay.
Because I was kind of worried about her in that Botelho fight. I'm like, yo, Botelho can like hurt her on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, Botelho, one of them hard hitting Brazilian girls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
but it didn't happen. Like, it didn't happen.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, what the hell are you doing, Botelho? Like, Botelho got them big old legs, and you know she be like hitting hard. I was like, but she just got out grappled. I about turned the fight off. I was like, man, you just let Jillian do this to you the whole time. Oh man.
Wasn't that crazy, dude?
That was crazy, man. So I had to give Jillian her props on that, and Courtney Casey. So I mean, Colton got this question here: Is there something to be said about the pressure she feels about being Valentina's sister and the expectations?
Let me see. Wait a minute. There's something to be said about the pressure she feels about it. I mean, that could be it. That could be part of it. That very well could be part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she feel like, you know, maybe people want to see her, you know, be right up in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, her, you know, Valentina be the champion. Antonina's the number 1 contender, and they just guard the top of the fucking division. You know what I'm saying? You got to get through Antonina to get the Valentina. And, you know, Antonina just offing bitches left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like, chopping them down before they even get to Valentina. You know, I think that's kind of what she thinking everybody want to see. Mm-hmm. But man, I mean, she ain't walking into the cage with with dummies. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's in a way that's kind of it sideways sends a message to Valentina, like, you think your sister is so good. You talked about how good your sister is. Well, we kicking your sister ass.
Yeah, that's one of the things I noticed. Like everybody that takes on her sister, they're like taking it out on her. Like Caitlyn came back and said,
Yes.
"I couldn't beat Valentina, so I'm gonna whoop your sister instead." You know what I mean? Like Roxy don't want to fight Valentina. She said, "I'm gonna fight your sister, man." So,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody's just been kind of bullying her. So,
Then you got people, then all you notice Shevchenko see it. They can act like they
yeah,
stone cold to it all they want to. They see Jillian Robinson out here saying that Montana ducked that fade. I mean that Antonina ducked that fade. They see these people talking about how they talk about Antonina. They see it. They get the message.
man, man, yeah. Do you think this is the one to say if it's time to go or not, or what? Like if she loses to Casey O'Neill?
Yeah, because that's like the lowest level of the flyweight division. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's yeah, like I mean, how you can't go? She can't go no lower. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
think everybody else, like I think a lot of those girls, there's a lot of girls at the lowest tier that I can name that I think would beat Antonina. Like I think Jojua would beat Antonina.
Wow.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I think Liana Jojua would beat her. Like Liana would take her down and like savagely submit her on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't know, man.
Dang.
I think Courtney Casey could beat Antonina.
Damn. He said go ahead and give Courtney Casey a good win right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. He said Courtney Casey gonna take her out. Yeah, it's possible, man. I don't know, man. Like it's just that she just don't have that fight in her, man. Like I'll give her one more chance. If she lose here, man, we'll put her in there with Manon Firo next, huh?
But that's a little more favorable for Antonina though.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that's the favorable matchup. It's these girls that take Antonina down. You know what I'm saying? Is where she fails at. It's these girls that's constantly chasing that takedown. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess these girls feel like they finding out through beating Antonina how to beat Valentina. You know what I'm saying? Like they're taking her down and demolishing her on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like Manon Furiat, I think would come at Antonina in more of a way that Antonina's used to.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody coming at her with strikes.
I don't know. I seen some of Manon's earlier fights, and she'll go to the ground with you. Like
She'll go to the ground. Yeah, she'll go to the ground. But me, from what I haven't seen any of her fights. From what I see of Manon Furiat in the UFC so far,
mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's just this barrage of strikes coming. She's attacking head, body, legs. She attacking everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just this berserker of this behemoth of a woman just beating these girls to a pulp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen the ground game from her. Like, I haven't seen her take anybody down.
Shoot, she fared pretty well against Leah McCourt. She fought Leah McCourt.
Did it take place on the ground?
Yeah, it was like they fought at 135 actually.
I'm gonna have to go watch that one.
It was a split decision. Really, it could have gone either way, but they gave it to Leah McCourt. Yeah. She's not undefeated like all the way around. She does have that one loss, but yeah.
You might as well say she undefeated, but
right.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Let's see, man. What else? What else was anything to cover? Yeah, that was pretty much all the fights I wanted to talk about, man. What did you think about Andrade and Calvillo?
I got, like I told you before, man. I just got to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to see it. You know what I'm saying? I know on paper is on paper. You know what I'm saying? On paper is on paper. What matters is what goes on when that cage door closes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what strategy Calvillo is going to try to use here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the strategy? Like, how is she going to approach Jessica Andrade? Because I know Jessica Andrade is going to try to punish her. Like, Andrade don't care who you are. Like, she's going to try to punish you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if Calvillo comes in and lands a couple of good shots, like she gonna awaken a beast in Andrade.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like Andrade is gonna come at her, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just got to see how she deal with it.
Right, right. Yeah, because I was looking at the Claudia Gadelia fight in Andrade, and like when Claudia was hitting her, man, she just kept coming, man. And I was like, if you can't stop her, man, she ain't gonna, you pretty much gonna get run over, you know, unless you got some other skills to back it up. So I think she's really got to stay away from a phone booth fight with Andrade, man.
Her grappling's good though.
Yeah, it's
Her
good.
grappling's good.
It's good. But
So
can she do it like Valentina did? Can she pick her up like a little? Can she hold Andrade? Cause Valentina was handling her like a little toddler up in there. She had her at like an angle where she couldn't get her reach. So I think Calvillo gotta get that awkward angle. Get the back.
and I always wondered, like, with Andrade in this division now, how are these girls? If any of these grapplers come up against her, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And then Valentina just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if these girls and that show, like, if these girls can wrap up Andrade, you can take her down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can take her down. Like, she's fight. You do gotta remember though, like, it's big and and as strong as we've seen Andrade. Now maybe girls couldn't do that to Andrade at 115, but these are flyweights. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to remember these are flyweights. These are bigger, stronger girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, she came in and she beat she beat Katlyn Chookagian, but she beat Katlyn Chookagian in a striking match.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she stopped Katlyn Chookagian in a striking match. You know what I'm saying? Like, she get in there with somebody who's trying to put, who secure underhooks. You know what I'm saying? And take her down. That's a different story.
Right.
She in there with some girls who very well could fight at 135 pounds, just like she did. So I mean, I don't know, man.
I mean, I think I can think of two grapplers that would be able to take Andrade down right now. Like, I think Jennifer Maia would, and I think Taylor Santos, with their size.
And Tatiana Suarez.
And Suarez, yeah. And Suarez, like, I didn't count her because I'm not sure if she's back, but yeah, I would definitely put Suarez up there. Those three, in that flyweight division, near the top 10, I would say them. Let's see.
Yeah, I definitely think that. I definitely think Jennifer Maia, because Jennifer Maia big and strong too, dude.
Yeah. Marcus made a good point. He said Calvillo's strategy for Andrade is lateral movement. Yeah. I think you got to stay away from her for a few rounds, and just take them. Got to take some rounds.
Yeah. I love Cynthia Calvillo, but she might be. I don't know, man. I don't know quite. I mean, I'm not convinced quite that she's bit off more than she can chew, man. I'm just not convinced of that yet, because I understand Valentina's a champion, but Valentina took her down at ease, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, Valentina took her down easy. Like, she didn't even struggle taking Andrade down.
Yeah. It was 100%, 100% takedown ratio in that fight.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the danger factor for Andrade is really on the feet. Like, it's mostly on the feet. Like, she can debilitate you with a shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you never know. If Calvillo can wrap her up, we saying that Calvillo bit off more than she can chew, but what if Calvillo puts Andrade flat on her back and does it again and does it again and does it again?
That's a good point. Yeah, because, like, Andrade, you brought up a good point. Andrade is dangerous with the power, and she's dangerous in that middle part when she's picking you up. But, like, on the ground, like, how dangerous would she be with the grappling?
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point, because I know for a fact, yeah, that power could lay her out, and she'll take everybody for a ride when she picks you up. But, like, what if you take her down,
Right. And Valentina didn't take no chances, man. Like, Valentina was like, nope. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that just shows how smart of a champion Valentina is, because I feel like other girls would have tried to take that Chukagian approach. Like Chukagian wanted to, outpoint Andrade, and Andrade just did. She wasn't having that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Chukagian wanted to outpoint her, and Andrade forced her to brawl. Chukagian ain't a brawler. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had Chukagian throwing hooks in there. Like Chukagian don't throw hooks like that. She throw 1-2s down the pipe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think that Valentina showed everybody at 125 what you got to do to beat Andrade.
Yeah, she did, man. I know. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little bit more competitive than we think. It's gonna be a good fight. Like I lean towards Andrade early on, but I mean, Calvillo wouldn't be saying she want this unless she didn't know something. I don't really hear a lot of people saying they want Andrade like that.
Right, right.
Unless I think they know something, man. So I don't know, man. All right. Mark Robinson said, same point. Child prodigy gymnast can drop many levels from growing tall and lanky. Antonina just doesn't seem comfortable in her body. Wow. He said she needs that agility training. Yeah. I mean, Valentina's a lot more comfortable with her body. Yeah, she's definitely good with her balance, man.
Yeah, I feel like Antonina's body is long.
Yeah.
She's tall and it's long, and she just don't. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's weird, man. She moves very differently than Valentina. Valentina's very coiled, like she's like a spring ready to explode versus, like Antonina's very, tall and kind of like, kind of slumped over a little bit, like she crouches a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like she's different. They're different. They train together, but they're very different.
Yeah, bodies are different, man. Like she would be better looking at Chukagian's fighting style,
Yes. Like, and I want to see her do that, but it's like she doesn't extend her punches. Sometimes her punches are long, but she doesn't work a jab. Like, I would love to see Antonina sticking a jab out there, dude. Like,
yeah,
Chukagian jabbed to the death. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see Antonina sticking a jab in somebody's face, dude. I want to see Valentina doing that too. I want to see Valentina stick a jab in somebody's face. But
Valentina, she don't really have to, like she ain't got to like her sister do, man. Valentina pretty much kind of control you with her presence now, her left hand, man. So I mean, she got a jab, she has a jab, but she just don't really have to like throw it the way some of these other fighters have to. Like Caitlin's got to, Antonina needs to, she's got to, man, but she just won't do it. Like,
yeah,
tall, lanky fighters like Joanna, they do it. She be popping the jab off.
I'm telling you.
Shoot, yo.
I love watching Joanna fight, man. People talk shit about her. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, they removed her from the rankings, but I love watching her fight, man. I just love watching her fight.
Yeah,
I went back and watched that chess match on the feet with her and Valentina Shevchenko, man. Like, what a fight! Like, that was beautiful. The when they was on the feet,
yeah, it was a good fight. That was a good fight.
Beautiful, man.
Oh man. All right, yeah, but before we bounce, last fight though, this flyweight fight is going down Saturday. Who you got? Molly McCann, Jin Yoon Kim, though.
Ji Yoon Kim.
Damn. he ain't even take time to think about it. I got
Ji Yoon Kim.
Jin Yoon Kim. Okay, yeah, I'm leaning towards Jin Yoon Kim myself, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jin Yoon Kim. What about y'all?
Ji Yoon Kim gonna knock her out, dude. You watch.
Dang, he said she would knock her out. You think so?
Yeah, dude, watch. Ji Yoon Kim gonna knock Molly McCann the fuck out.
Jin Yoon Kim she's a big girl. Like for Korean, she's Korean, right?
Yeah.
She's a big Korean. She's 5'6".
Yeah. And she gonna do, I'm telling you. Her hands are nasty, bro. She's slow with it though. She's slow with it. But I think she can catch her.
Oh man, like Alexa Grasso was having a time with her, but like her pressure was crazy. So yeah, I think Molly McCann is gonna be in for a fight here. Like
You remember Shauna Dobson's face when she got hit by
Oh man, yeah, yeah,
she
yeah,
got hit by
man.
Priscilla Cachoeira.
Oh wow.
We gonna see that same look on Molly McCann's face come Saturday night.
Oh dang, yeah, yeah.
Shadow Dobson was like, "Whoa, what the fuck hit me?" But
What? Why have we not got Jinu Kim versus Cachoeira yet? Have we?
bro, why have we not got that fight? That's the fight that the UFC need to make is Cachoeira versus Gia Kim, dude. Like, who you think got that with that win, bro?
Dang man.
Who going to sleep?
I might. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh man, I want to say the. I want to say Cachoeira, man, but I don't know, man. That zombie, she's more of the zombie girl. Jinu Kim is like the zombie, man, or she's like Frankenstein more so, cause she'll like, she towers over you and she throws bombs. So we just need to see it, man. We just have to see that fight.
Cachoeira, but Cachoeira can catch you though.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, she can catch you, man. She can catch
I
you.
don't know why it's funny to me. I don't know why I laugh when I think about it, but like watching Cachoeira throw them punches, dude, and the way she just like how them punches just like two or three of them just completely turn the fight around. Like I was
Oh
thinking to myself,
man,
damn, Gina Mazzani beating her ass. Like Gina
nope.
Mazzani beating her up, and then like three punches, and Gina Mazzani was backing up. I was like, wait a minute now. And next
Oh
thing you
man.
know, it was just blood everywhere, bro.
Man, I was disappointed because like when I saw her winning, I was like, yeah, I told you like Gina's gonna win this fight. I picked Gina to win, right? Then all of a sudden when she got touched, I was like, what's going on? I was like, what's going on here? Like the reaction to the punches was like, I don't want no more. Like, so it's like she does that type of damage. And I was like, come on, man. But that girl just got a game changer. Like she lacks some skills, like a lot of skills, but she got a game changer, man.
Yeah, she do. There's a reason they signed her to the UFC, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. I want to see Cachoeira versus. I want to see Lipsky, Cachoeira, and Ji Yoon Kim. I want to see them all fight each other.
Dang.
Like I just gotta see it, bro.
You want somebody to get brain damage for real, man? Dang.
That's funny, dude.
Oh,
I
man.
want to see it.
Yeah, yeah. I will say this. I put Cachoeira and Jinu Kim in a different level. I think they both stop Ariane Lipsky though.
With punches?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Like I think that she would be a good addition, make an exciting fight in there, but I see them both stopping her action.
Wow. I think that if Lipsky touched somebody the right way, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if Lipsky touched somebody the right way, they going down, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think Mandy Baum going down.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think she probably gonna knock out Mandy Baum.
Dang.
Like, I'm being straight up. Like, I think she'll knock out Mandy Baum.
Okay. All right. Dang, man. Yeah, Ariane Lipsky hits hard though. Yeah, she got some accurate hits, but I think she would last longer with Jinu Kim. Let me put it that way. I think she would last longer with her, but eventually I think she would fold. But I think Cachoeira would flatline it early.
Who was that Ji Yoon Kim folded?
I had a resume pulled up. Hold on. Oh, you talking about Nadia Kassim? You know what? I did a post fight video about that, and I had a bunch of her simps like getting mad at me because I called it what it was. You know, about her getting folded. I was like, she got folded. I was like, she was dirty too because she tried to hit Jin Yoon Kim before. You know, like when they went to touch gloves, like she tried to throw something and Kassim got folded. I was just being real, man. Shoot.
That's so funny.
They was mad. Like her fan base gets mad. I was like, I don't care.
Bro, Gia Kim folded Nadia Castle, bro. That shit was, dude. I was like, Nadia, what was that?
to the body too.
I mean, I shouldn't be laughing because dude, she felt like Gia Kill folded her. What did with a punch?
Yeah, it was all it was a hook to the body. It was a hook to her body in the second round. Oh,
Woo, that's funny, boy.
oh man, that was yeah. That's why you need fighters like that, man, because they put some highlights on, man. Like they might not hold the belt, but they are fun to watch.
I'm telling you, man, they fun to watch. I'm telling you that. So you said so the Nadia Castle Sips came after you,
Oh
bro.
man, like few of them I just had to block, but I left some comments there because they was like, "Oh, you don't know her and this and that. The girl knows how to fight," and I was just like, "She didn't that night," you know. I was like, "Tell me where I'm wrong," you know, and they was just like, "You don't know what she been through," and I was like, "Oh gosh, man, like these
Oh, they
guys,
talking like that. Oh, okay.
it, yeah,
And she
like
got folded, bro. She
yeah,
got folded.
they was going in." Mark Robinson said, "I think Lipsky might strike too quickly for Kim and Cachoeira." Yeah, she might.
That could, yeah, it could be a problem.
Stamina said Genuine and Priscilla both take Ariane out. She has way more quit in her than either of these ladies. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got, but then again, though, when Lipsky quit, it was under a lot of damn damage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was under like extreme circumstances that she quit, though.
Lipsky
Yeah,
Montana dropped her right with the punch, right?
no, Montana took her down.
Did she? I thought she had dropped her and then took her down. Or I thought she dropped her and then went in.
No, Montana took her down.
Wow, are you sure?
No, because Lipsky stuck Montana coming out in the second round. She stunned Montana.
Oh
And
yeah. Okay.
yeah, and Montana was like, "Oh, nope," took her down and then just beat the shit out of her. Somebody said thoughts. Raviolo said, "Leave Nadia alone."
I will not, man. I mean, I ain't bothering her, man. I'm just telling you my view on what happened. But
Ever since Lipsky came to the UFC, she been underwhelming. That's true.
yeah,
Thoughts on the Rose versus Weili rematch?
yeah. I've given my thoughts. You can give your thoughts on it if you want.
I don't know, man. I think I got. To be honest, I think I got. It'll be a longer fight. We'll actually see a fight this time. I think it'll be similar to Rose and Joanna
Okay.
too. You know what I'm saying? But I think we'll get a longer fight. But you never know. If Weili can put that pressure on Rose and make Rose quit, what I'm saying? Break Rose in the third round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Rose is breakable now. We can't deny that. Now, as much as we love Rose and Rose won the battle, Rose breakable, and Weili is capable of breaking somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you gotta think about it like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, Weili know how to break people. She tried to break Joanna. She couldn't break Joanna though. You know what I'm saying? She broke Jessica Andrade. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I give my thoughts. I'll talk about it a little bit more when people ask me about it. But I still see it as a fight that could go either way. Maybe not 50-50, but probably like 55-45 for Rose, just a little bit. But if Weili gets past the striking, it could play into her favor, man. It could just play in her favor. I think it's still a tough fight. Like, Andrade, when she fought Rose both times, she gave Rose hell, man. Joanna gave Rose some hell in that second fight. So yeah, it'll be a good fight though, man. Mr. Lee said she got folded with a jab. Who was that?
She talking about Nadia Castle.
Oh yeah,
it was a hook to the body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Rose. I don't know. Rose gonna have to fight a different fight this time. I think though, bro. I think it'll be a different fight.
Yeah, it's got to be. I think. that I think Wei I think her team, they're preparing for, you know, everything everything that might cost them the fight like it would have the first time. Like no hands down, none of that stuff. Cole says it's gonna be a lot different, but I thought Wei was really getting the best of Rose for a while there. I couldn't really tell. Like, did you see anybody win in the first round? Like, could you call the pace being set?
I'm gonna
BJ,
have to go back and watch it. I didn't see anything really get. From what I can remember, nothing really got settled in.
I agree, man. Like for me, it was just like a feel out, and then boom, that was it. There was really nothing like, oh, somebody's winning, then boom, you know, it wasn't like that.
No, yeah, I didn't see it like that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again though. It ended fairly quickly though. How quick was it again?
Like 29 seconds. Shoot, you could watch it 15 times right now if you want.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, wasn't it just a couple of? Let me go look and see.
Shoot, I'll take a nap right now. You would watch it 100 times.
Let me see. Let's see if I can find that right quick.
Stamina. Anytime a fight is like 90 seconds, I can't really give anybody the edge and say, oh, if this happened, this would have happened. You know, I can't say that. I really can't. If it was like a full round, then maybe I would have said she was.
It was a little longer than that.
Was it?
Yeah, she went down at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. So the fight went on for a minute there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like a minute. Yeah. It just seems so quick.
I got it pulled up. Let me see some.
All right.
Advertisement on. Let's see.
Colton said Rose was so much bigger and Wei was getting her hits in regardless of reach. Maybe I'm just biased because of size. Daniel said thanks in advance. I just bet McCann and Kim not go the distance. Kim throws hard as F. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back and really watch that fight, man. And watch it again and see what was happening. There was some punches and kicks exchanged, but nobody really settled down in anything.
I didn't think so either, man. Yeah, I didn't see anything that was like, oh wow, this was what was going. Like, okay. Stammer said, yeah, it was about a minute 18 seconds. Yeah, okay. Minute 18 seconds. And of course, you know, when you first start, nothing's happening for like the first 30 seconds. So.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go back and watch that. You know, try to take any bias out of it because I was going for Wei Lee, to be honest.
Yeah, I was too. Like, and that's why I was just like, what's gonna happen? And then when it happened, I honestly was just like, pick Wei Lee, but she never got anything going. Like, she was just exposed out there.
Yeah. And she got hit. She dropped.
Yeah. Ravioli said Whaley is physically capable of destroying Rose, but I don't know if she has the right mentality, IQ. Didn't look like Whaley even had a game plan. Yeah. Cole said, do you think the rematch was the right move? No, I think Carla should have got it, man.
Yeah, I think Carla should have got it too.
100%. I feel like Carla should have got it, man. Like, this fight ended so quick to me where I was just like, it's time for us to get the next best thing, which would be Carla. Carla's on 5-fight winning streak. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Let her get it. Like, come on.
And it's a rematch?
Yeah. So, yeah, I just think, you know, money-wise, the Whaley fight would have been there, but Carla was a smart choice to me. Carla was a real fight, you know.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen that Carla fight too, man. I think, you know, Carla's already beat Rose, you know what I'm saying? That could play a factor into it, into the storyline, you know what I'm saying? Neither one of them are the same fighter they once were, you know what I'm saying? So that would have been good.
I think Carla would have given her a tougher fight than this.
I think Carla would have too.
Yeah. Carla got the mental edge over Rose with that performance from the first time. I know 7 years ago, but still.
Yeah, and Carla don't break, man. She tough as nails. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, she goes. I don't know, man. It's a lot of exciting stuff coming up, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's all I can really say.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, we can get ready to wrap this thing up here. But before we go roll, BJ, any final thoughts before I close this thing out?
Let's go, Montana De La Rosa. Let's go, baby. That's gonna be a good fight. You know, congratulations to Leah Letson. You know what I'm saying? Getting that work in. You know what I'm saying? Finally crawling her way back to being healthy. You know what I'm saying? She ready to come out and put a statement on. And I'm just ready to see some fights, man.
Yeah, man. Same here, bro. Yeah, man. So, bro, it's always a pleasure to have you come through.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you coming through and just,
Absolutely, bro.
spitting some facts like Stamina said, But Stamina, when don't he speak facts, right? When don't he speak facts?
You know, Stamina, man, he just, he got to challenge everything I say. You know how Stamina is.
Oh, yeah, man. And, yeah, I already posted up here. Go and follow my man, subscribe to him, No Filter MMA. And Bloody Canvas
Absolutely.
MMA. Next time y'all get in, I'll jump in the chat like usual.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, y'all, I'm about to roll out, and like always, make sure y'all subscribe. I'm Combo Breaker 99. We will catch y'all in the next. Later, man.